everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to crack the code on a part of grammar that, let's be honest, can be a little tricky. Adverbs. But don't you worry, by the end of this, you'll be spotting them like a pro. So let's get right into it. Adverb or adjective? Why is this so confusing? It's like a classic grammar mystery, right? You see a word that's describing something, and your brain has to do this quick calculation. Is it describing a thing, or is it describing an action? And it's that little hiccup, that moment of confusion, that we are going to clear up for good today. All right, so to solve this whole puzzle, we've got to go back to basics. Let's just start with a super clear, super simple definition of what an adverb actually is. Okay, here's the absolute core of it. An adverb is all about the action. It's a word that gives us more detail about a verb. See, it's not describing a thing, it's describing how, where, or when an action is happening. And that, right there, is the crucial difference. All right, now for the fun part, the practical tool. There's this super simple test you can use to find an adverb in pretty much any sentence. All you have to do is ask 3 key questions. And here they are, the big 3. How, where, and when. Seriously, if a word in a sentence answers one of these questions about the verb, the action word, you've almost certainly found your adverb. Let's see it in action. Okay, let's try the first one. Take the sentence, I ate my dinner quickly. What's the action here? The verb, it's ate, right? So we ask the question, how did I eat? Boom. Quickly. See how that works? Quickly is our adverb because it answers that how question about the action. All right, let's try the next question. In this sentence, Sam sees many puppies outside. The verb, the action, is sees. So we ask ourselves, where does Sam see the puppies? The answer? Outside. So, outside is the adverb here. It's telling us where the action is happening. And for our last question, let's look at this. My father came home early. The action is came. So when did he come home? He came home early. Early answers that when question, and that makes it the adverb. It's a pretty foolproof test, right? Okay, so now that we're getting good at spotting adverbs, let's tackle that big mix-up head-on. You know the one, adverb versus adjective. This is where things can get a little tangled, but trust me, there's a simple rule that's going to set you straight for good. This right here is the key. It's the whole ballgame. Adverbs describe verbs, actions. Adjectives, on the other hand, they describe nouns, people, places, things. They just have 2 totally different jobs in a sentence. And this brings us to probably the single most important rule you need to remember. An adverb never, ever describes a noun. If a word is describing a person or an object, it just can't be an adverb. If you can burn this one rule into your brain, you'll solve like 99% of the confusion. Let's make this crystal clear with an adjective example. I ate a heavy meal. Okay. What is the word heavy describing here? Is it describing how I ate? No. It's describing the meal itself. And meal is a noun, a thing. That makes heavy an adjective. Simple as that. Now let's flip it and look at an adverb. She dresses elegantly. What's elegantly describing? It's not describing she, the person. It's describing how she dresses. And since dresses is the verb, the action, elegantly has to be our adverb. You can really see how they do 2 completely different things, right? So you might be wondering, is there a shortcut, a little trick to spot these things? Well, not exactly a perfect shortcut, but there is a super common pattern where adverbs are made right from adjectives. And once you see it, you'll start noticing it absolutely everywhere. Okay, so let's start with a simple sentence. The dress is elegant. In this sentence, the word elegant is describing the dress, which is a noun. So in this case, elegant is an adjective, plain and simple. Now watch this. We take that adjective, elegant, and we just add ly to the end of it. And boom, it transforms into elegantly. And now we're back to our other sentence, she dresses elegantly. That little ly at the end is a huge clue that you're looking at an adverb. It's a really useful pattern to know. But just remember, it's not a perfect rule. I mean, we already saw words like outside and early that don't follow it. So, okay, why are we even talking about this? Why does this all matter? Well, because adverbs aren't just about some stuffy grammar rules. They are actually incredibly powerful tools for communication. They're what add the color, the detail, and the life to our language. I mean, just think about it. They answer those three key questions we talked about. Instead of just saying someone walked, you can say they walked quickly, or calmly, or silently. Instead of just saying something happened, you can say it happened soon, or near, or everywhere. This is how you really start to paint a vivid picture with your words. At the end of the day, understanding adverbs just gives you more power as a writer and a speaker. It lets you be so much more vivid, so much more precise. The right adverb can literally change the entire meaning and feel of a sentence. So, the question is, how are you going to use them?